Well, first of all, let's talk about your excitement about being back in College Station.
Oh man, I'm stoked. This is great. I don't think we've ever had a bad show here. It's always, Aggieland, man. It doesn't get any better than that. Everybody's always on point and ready to have a good time, and that's what we're ready to do too. So, coming back with Granger is going to be a blast.
What is it you're really looking forward to tonight specifically?
Man, me and Granger go way back. Like he was in my wedding, I was in his wedding. So, I even rented a couch from him at one point. So, getting to share the stage with him. It's the first time we've ever played together. We talked about a long time, and so it's kind of coming to fruition. So it's going to be great to be sharing the stage with him tonight.
Hey, you and I were talking earlier about this Earl Dibble Jr. craze. What can you tell me? Take it off. This is catchy. People
Man,
like it.
it's a phenomenon. People. When he recently did it, it was about just country, being country, what is country, this and that. And even when the first song we wrote for it was just about that and just having a good time. And it just took off, people love it. So I don't know. I can't even explain it. It's kind of crazy.
And I only see it continuing to build steam from here.
It gets bigger and bigger all the time. I mean, you look at the first video he made, I think it's got over 6 million views. And then the music video he made, 5 million views, about to be 6 million. It's insane.
Let's talk about your own songwriting right now. You're also picking up a lot of steam too.
Yeah, third single, Drink Another, just dropped. It's on 50 last week, so it should be in the 40s to 30s this week. Excited, man. This is, like I said, Troubadour, Texas has been doing a lot for us, and really excited to still be a part of that show. And we're just grinding, kind of making a name for ourselves, one song at a time.
A lot of your music I've heard of before it actually went to radio. That one I didn't know. Like, it caught it on radio. And honestly, I said to him, I was like, is that Matt? I think so. And then I heard what it was. I was like, wow, I'm surprised I didn't hear it ahead of time. But so it's already getting plays on it. It's a really good song.
Thank you. Yeah, it's different for me. I am a traditionalist in a lot of ways, but it was something they wanted me to step out of my comfort zone. And I loved it. When we wrote the song, we thought it was a hit. So hopefully it turns out to be.
I think it's moving that way. But has that been good for you as a songwriter, working with some of these people who are pushing you to step out of the comfort zone a little bit, but still retaining your roots that have made you a good songwriter?
I think that's imperative. When you're writing songs, you need to always grow. So regardless of how, the song, your style or whatever, you just need to, continue to open your boundaries and stuff. And that's what we try to do when we're in the writing room. And with this song, it just happened. It was like we wrote in 30 minutes. It just happened to be, you started working, and then it kind of wrote itself. And usually the best songs you write are that way.
It probably goes, yeah. Some of them probably just come to you. You sit down and you're like, I got it.
Yeah, luckily I've had that happen more than once. There are other songs that take months that are just beating a dead horse. But in this case, it was real quick and got right to the point. And so far, so good.
Now, it's something I think it's important people should know, and people that watch Troubadour, I think, are starting to understand this. But those that don't, maybe don't understand it. You talk about you and Granger, and even Cody last week, and a lot of these other guys that are really pushing in Texas music right now. Y'all are friends, and y'all do work together on songs and collaborate. So it's not like, they just got put on some bill together.
Yeah, you try to. I think with all the Texas artists for sure, even Nashville artists are the same. You try to pair up with people you either know or you have a relationship with, or you feel like your music would be a good collaboration, especially in a live show. So, it's a bond on the road. Everybody knows how tough it is. It's not easy, and it's a grind. As you can hear, hoarse. You try to get sleep when you can, and you just keep on going to the next place. So, I think when you find people that you get along with and you can share a stage with, it's always good. And it's like it said, it's kind of a brotherhood.
So we've had Troubadour not on the air the last couple of weeks because of Olympics. Whenever Olympics are done, people are asking us, we're excited to get Troubadour back. What has the Troubadour experience been like for you?
Troubadour for me has just been, it's been enlightening. You get to see, again, I got to meet a lot of artists that I hadn't met and really known real well, Zane and Kylie, for instance. And I just think that they gave you insight on being on TV, being on camera, and it's helped you get comfortable when you're going into studios and newscasts in the morning, or TV shows, or things like that, because a camera in your face can, you know, be awkward at times, but, you know, they taught us to be natural and stuff. And when you got a camera there all the time, eventually it just kind of works.
Well, and a lot of y'all are so natural anyway, because you are on stage, you're interacting with people all the time, but there's something about this that changes it a little bit. So it probably just helps you come out.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you got a crowd there, it's easy. It's when you're just talking to a couple of guys, it can be hard at times, especially when you're looking at a camera and you know everybody's in their TV just watching, going, hoping you say something funny or do something funny. So, you know, but it is what it is. And, you know, I love, the show's been great, and I really feel like it's done us artists justice, and they've done such a great job of just working. And the guys behind the scenes too, the guys which are doing today, I mean, there's so many of those camera guys that they go out and grind it too, man. They really do. So I'm glad to be a part of it, and it's been a really good year.
That's great. So talk about the rest of 2014. Where are you going from here?
Wow, 2014. Man, just growing. It really is. There was a lot of clubs that, you know, we weren't able to get into last year that opened the doors this year that have been, you know, incredible. So this year already we're looking at more than doubling our shows on top of the places that we play. We're going to do a Midwest tour for the first time. We're getting out of the state, and you know, just writing for the new record right now, trying to get that down. I got a Clay Walker cut that just happened recently, and I've got a song that's being played on the Dallas TV show, or Dallas, the series Dallas, like the 3rd episode next month. So a lot of great things going so far this year. Just going to try to keep it rolling.
How fun is that for you when a TV show like that picks up a song?
I mean, I fell on my chair. I was like, no, they're not. No, they're not. So it's a big deal, you know. I mean, again, I think the thing with all those things it's just you're doing something right kind of thing. So it's kind of a tip of the hat to you to say, okay, keep doing what you're doing. You know, people are paying attention. So that's what you really want.
I was talking with Wade about this back in December, but we were talking about how that Texas music is really starting to get an audience outside of Texas, New Mexico, Oklahoma. And you talk about that Midwest tour. Are you noticing this too?
It's huge. It's huge. I don't think, you know, it was Wade and Randy that sold out all their shows on the West Coast. It was the first eye opener, and that happened last year. So obviously, you know, Chicago, Minnesota, all those places are really starting to work our songs and listen to it. Because like you said, you know, Granger's been doing it for a while too. He's been playing those places, and you see it's different. It's not what Nashville is. It's totally different. And we do our own thing down here, so people like that. You know, we write about what we want to write about. We don't, you know, we're not really told what we're going to write. We just do it. And I think people have an appreciation for that, because it used to be that way.
Songs that people can connect to. I think that's what's great about Texas music is no matter what it is you connect to, you find a song that you can connect to.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what we try. We try to write songs that are believable and real. And I feel like if you can feel it, and at the end of the night I sing a song that, man, that reminded me of my girlfriend, or that reminded me of my dad, or something, that's what our goal, that's what we strive for. So.
Okay, so finally then, for people who unfortunately haven't seen you before, what should they expect from the show tonight? Why should they come out to this?
High energy. Tonight's going to be great. Like I said, it's the first time I played with Granger since back, I don't know, since we were probably on the Opry stage in Garland, Texas. So it's just going to be like a family reunion tonight. So it's going to be exciting, no doubt about that. I know what Granger does, and it's crazy. So we plan on bringing it too.
You, Granger, and Earl were middle, right?
Me, Granger, and Earl. It's the only way to go.
Anything else you wanted to add?
No, just make sure you show up tonight. Let's sell this thing out.